Good afternoon. Welcome to Kinsman Stadium in Oshawa. Brian Oliver here bringing you the OCAA Men's Baseball Championship presented by Bel Air Direct. We are almost set for the second first-round game of this tournament between the five-time defending champion St. Clair Saints and the host team, the Durham College Lords. This is the second game of the tournament, as mentioned a short time ago. The first game of the tournament went in favor of the Humber College Hawks by a score of 6-2 over the Fanshawe Falcons. So Humber is 1-0, Fanshawe is 0-1. What's at stake from this game, of course, is the winner of this game will take on Humber College tonight, scheduled for 6:30. Might end up being a little bit later than that. The loser of this game will take on Fanshawe in an elimination game immediately at the conclusion of this game, sometime around 4:30 this afternoon. The St. Clair Saints, as you likely know if you follow the OCAA baseball ranks, they are five-time defending champions in this loop. They've never lost this tournament. And this year, though, they were knocked out of first place in the regular season by the Humber Hawks. Humber finished with a 17-3 record. The St. Clair Saints were second place at 15 wins and 5 losses. The Durham College Lords placed third place in the league with a record of 11-9. Head-to-head, though, these two teams were 2-2 this season, each team winning one game of the doubleheader in Windsor back in early September, and later in the month of September when St. Clair came here to Oshawa, the teams again split the doubleheader. So these teams have been pretty even, Steven, throughout the season, and we'll see how things go this afternoon between Durham College and St. Clair. As the lower seed in this tournament, as the number 3 seed, Durham College will be the visiting team. They are in the green jerseys this afternoon, and the St. Clair Saints will be in the white jerseys. And the St. Clair Saints just about to take the field now, and here they come. They will be defending. And St. Clair will send Miguel Cienfuegos to the mound to pitch in this ball game. Miguel Cienfuegos is a left-handed pitcher and expected to be have a big start this afternoon. When Durham College comes to the mound later on, it will be Alec Brown, the OCAA Pitcher of the Year, taking on the St. Clair Saints. So those are the pitching matchups. Starting to cloud up again once again here in Oshawa. Temperature, though, has really jumped from where it was this morning. Game time for the first game, the temperature started out around 4 degrees, but it quickly jumped up to about 11, and now we're sitting at 14. So very ideal conditions for late October for baseball. The wind situation is not as strong as it's expected to be later on. We're expecting the winds to pick up dramatically later on this afternoon and into the evening, and there actually is a chance of some showers or light shower activity later on this evening. But this afternoon we've got pretty calm skies, overcast, and a temperature of 14 degrees. So Durham College will come up, the Durham Lords in their green uniforms and gray pants. It'll be Regan Manley, the left fielder, leading things off. Speedster led the team in stolen bases with 8 and really had an outstanding season, leading the team in batting average with a .382 average, knocked in 11 runs, slugging percentage of .564, and led the team in hits with 21. So Regan Manley wears the number 7 jersey for the Durham Lords. Cienfuegos will deliver his first pitch, and it's taken for a strike. We are underway at 1:53, so a little bit later than originally scheduled. The original game time was scheduled for 1:30, so about 23 minutes late. Regan Manley fouls off the second pitch out of play, and the count is quickly 0-2. Matthew Brooks is the catcher for the St. Clair Saints. St. Clair in the white jerseys and the white caps. Durham College in the green jerseys. The 0-2 pitch is swung on and missed for strike 3. First out of the ball game, Reagan Manley out on strikes, and that'll bring up the shortstop, Brian Woke, number 3. Setting the infield for St. Clair, Tyler Lansley is at third base. Kevin Dion is at shortstop. Brendan Renault is at first base. And Kyle Gagnon is at second base for the St. Clair Saints. In the outfield, Patrick Kibble in left, Darian Gray in center, Garrick Goddard in right field. So one away here in the top of the first inning. Cienfuegos' pitch is in there for a strike. Brian Woke batted .289 on the season. 10 walks. And he takes a ball. 1 ball and 1 strike to Brian Woke. He is the shortstop today for Durham College. Miguel Cienfuegos' pitch is bunted at, but it goes foul, and the count goes to a ball and 2 strikes. Again, these two teams split the 4 games they played against each other during the regular season, splitting a doubleheader in Windsor and splitting a doubleheader here in Oshawa. So fairly even competition throughout the season. Woke swings and fouls that one away. Count remains 1-2. Pretty good crowd here at Kinsman Stadium in Oshawa. Big ballpark, 352 down the left field line, 400 to left center. Woke fouls that pitch off 1-2. 395 to right center and 324 down the right field line. But the playing surface or playing field is bigger than many major league ballparks. The 1-2 pitch checked and taken for a ball. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Brian Woke. And they do appeal down the first base line, but the umpires say he did not go, so it's 2-2. 1 away here for Durham in the top of the first inning. Woke takes that pitch low at the knees and inside for ball 3. It's a full count now to Brian Woke, and he fouls that pitch away to keep stay alive. Good battle here between the number 2 hitter for the Durham Lords, Brian Woke, and Miguel Cienfuegos of the St. Clair Saints. Here's the payoff pitch again, taken high for ball 4. So Brian Woke works a walk out of Cienfuegos, and it's a base runner for the Lords, and that'll bring up Brendan Dadson. Brendan Dadson was named an OCAA All-Star at the league banquet last night. Led the team in on-base percentage at .457. 16 walks this season as well. First pitch from Cienfuegos is a strike taken. Brian Woke is the runner at first base. Woke is a threat to steal. He had 6 on the regular season. Always tough to run against a lefty, though. Cienfuegos is in with a strike. Count is 0-2. Woke takes his lead at first base. Dadson working with an 0-2 count now, and he takes high for a ball. 1-2. We're in the top of the first inning here, Durham against St. Clair, second game of the OCAA Men's Baseball Championship for 2018, presented by Bel Air Direct. It'll be a 1-2 pitch to Brendan Dadson, taken low for ball 2. Very close, just below the knees, and Dadson has worked the count back even at 2-2. 1 away here for the Lords in the top of the first. The 2-2 pitch is fouled. Great job of staying alive there by Dadson. The count remains 2 balls and 2 strikes. St. Clair looking for a double play ball to try and get out of the inning. Overcast skies here in Oshawa. Dadson takes that high and tight. Count's now full, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Cienfuegos, very hard thrower from the left side. Let's see what happens here with Brian Woke on first base. Takes his lead, and they will throw back to first. Woke is back in time. Sometimes teams will start runners on the full count pitch to try and stay out of a double play. Not sure if Durham College will be up to that this time. Here's the 3-2 pitch. They throw back again to first. Woke looked like he was leaning, but he's back in plenty of time. Dadson, big left-handed hitter. This time he comes to the plate. It's high for ball 4. So Dadson fouls off a couple of pitches and gets on base, and the Lords have runners at first and second now with one away, and that'll bring up Jake LeGros. LeGros playing third base in this ball game. Batted .357 in the regular season. He's a right-handed hitter. LeGros from Whitby. First and second here. Brian Woke at second. Brendan Dadson at first. LeGros takes a strike from Miguel Cienfuegos. Count is 0-1. The Lords looking to make something happen here in the top of the first inning, just underway. That is a broken bat to shortstop, and a good play by Kevin Dion to throw out the runner at first, and running around second was LeGros. He rounded around too fast, and he is tagged out for the third and final out of the inning. And so what would have been second and third with 2 out ends up being the end of the inning. No score for the Durham College Lords. They had a couple of walks but aren't able to score. At the end of half an inning, it's Durham College no score and St. Clair coming to bat. Welcome back to Kinsman Stadium in Oshawa. We are going to the bottom of the first inning now between the St. Clair Saints and the Durham College Lords in the second game of the first round of the OCAA Men's Baseball Championship presented by Bel Air Direct. Durham did not score in the first inning, stranded a base runner. Alec Brown is the left-handed pitcher for Durham. He was the OCAA Pitcher of the Year with a 5-1 record this year and a 2.12 ERA. Quickly ahead 0-2 to Dion, and the 0-2 pitch hits Kevin Dion, and an early base runner for St. Clair to start this ball game. So Kyle Gagnon will come up now for St. Clair, wearing jersey number 1. St. Clair in the white jerseys, Durham College in the green jerseys. Kevin Dion is the runner at first base. Dion had 3 stolen bases this year. And Alec Brown will throw over to first to check him back. Brown was ahead 0-2 on Dion, but then he hit him with the 3rd pitch. First offering to Gagnon is a ball, 1-0. St. Clair was 15-5 in the regular season. Durham College 11-9. Alec Brown's pitch is outside for ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes, nobody out here. Bottom of the first inning, St. Clair is the home team by virtue of their higher standing in the regular season in the OCAA. 2-0 pitch is also outside. 3 balls and no strikes. Kyle Gagnon hit .302 in the regular season for St. Clair, and he takes that pitch high for ball 4. So that'll move Kevin Dion to second. Gagnon goes down to first on the walk, and it's 2 on, nobody out for the St. Clair Saints. And it'll be the pitcher, Miguel Cienfuegos, left-handed batter, hit .325 in the regular season. Scored 18 runs to lead the team, so he can do it defensively, but also from the plate. His first pitch from Alec Brown is taken for a strike, 0-1. Cienfuegos, his hometown is Laval, Quebec. He swings at that pitch and fouls it to the left side, and the count is 0-2. Alec Brown, as mentioned, was 5-1 in the regular season and a .212 ERA. Was named OCAA Pitcher of the Year last night at the league banquet here in Oshawa, not far from the Kinsman Stadium here. Alec Brown's pitch is high. 1 ball and 2 strikes to Miguel Cienfuegos. Waiting on deck is 3rd baseman Tyler Lansley. The 1-2 pitch is hit to first. Dadson will throw to first for or over to second for the first out. Wout takes it, unable to turn the double play though. It's a fielder's choice, and there's 1 out. So Cienfuegos on in the fielder's choice. Gagnon is out 3-6. Dion comes down to 3rd on the play. So runners at the corners now. Whoops. Runners at the corners now, and here's Tyler Lansley. St. Clair looking to break out in front here in the bottom of the first inning of this first round game between Durham and St. Clair. Earlier in the first game, the Humber Hawks beat the Fanshawe Falcons 6-2. 1 away. Lansley swings and misses at strike 1. Lansley, a right-handed hitter. Hometown is Newmarket. The 0-1, and that hits him. So Brown has now hit 2 batters in this inning, and the bases are loaded. That'll move Cienfuegos over to second. So you've got Kevin Dion at 3rd, Miguel Cienfuegos at 2nd. Now Tyler Lansley at first, hit by the pitch. And it's Garrett Goddard now, the right fielder, coming up here with the bases loaded and only 1 away. First pitch is hacked at for strike 1, fouled away. Durham College looking for double play ball to get out of the inning. 3rd baseman Jake Legros is in on the grass on the infield. Here's the 0-1 pitch. That one is lifted to right field. Aiden Ali is giving chase, and it's off the wall. Ali will chase it. That's going to score 2 runs and possibly a third. No, 2 runs. It's a 2-run double for Garrett Goddard, and the Saints lead 2-0. So Dion and Cienfuegos come around on that double. That ball just carried and carried and carried all the way to right field and went off the wall, not far away from actually being a grand slam. So those hit batters come back to haunt Durham College here in the bottom of the first inning. St. Clair with a 2-0 lead, and now runners at second and third with 1 away. It's Brendan Renault, first baseman, at the bat now. He's a right-handed hitter, and he hammers that one to center field. That's going to score at least 1 run. They hold up the runner at third, and the pitch is cut off, or the ball is cut off in the infield. It's an RBI single for Brendan Renault, and it's a 3-0 ball game now for St. Clair. Lansley scoring on that play. So it's a early 3-0 lead for St. Clair. Runners at the corners with 1 out. Durham College is going to talk things over on the mound right now. It all began with a hit batter to start the game, then a walk, then a fielder's choice, then another hit batter to load the bases, and then since then, there was a 2-run double from Garrett Goddard, and then a single, RBI single from Brendan Renault to make it a 3-0 ball game. So Darian Gray will come to the plate now for St. Clair. Center fielder wearing jersey number 3. He's from Kingsville, Ontario. First pitch is taken for a ball. The Saints with runners at the corners here, only 1 out, and 3 runs already in to start the game. The 1-0 pitch is taken for a ball. St. Clair looking to extend this rally in the bottom of the first inning. St. Clair in the white jerseys. That pitch is offered at. Bit of a check swing, but Gray did go around. It's a strike. The count is 2-1. Very mild conditions now here in Oshawa, and really no wind at the moment. Alec Brown's pitch is low to run the count to 3-1. So advantage to Darian Gray, especially with runners on base. Here's the 3-1 pitch. He cuts on it and fouls it away. 3-2. Both teams with a very similar color scheme, green, gold, major parts of their uniform. Here's the 3-2 pitch. No, it's a check over the base runner. Brendan Rowe is back in time. The Lords looking to see if they can catch the base runner going on that, but Renault is back in plenty of time. Here's the 3-2 pitch. Swung on and missed. First strike, 3, and the second out of the inning. So 2 away now. Runners still at first and third. And it's Patrick Kibble from Windsor. Right-handed hitter. Kibble lifts that one down the right field, right side, and it's out of play to the right. Strike 1. Kibble is playing left field in this game for the Saints. 3 runs in for St. Clair here in the bottom of the first inning. They lead at 3-0. Alec Brown's pitch is taken for a strike, throw down to second, and they're going to try and home third, and the ball is thrown away at home as they tried to get the runner at the plate, and the throw was high from Griffin Oliver and goes to the backstop, and the runner advances all the way to third. So it's now a 4-0 ball game. Count is 0-2 to the batter. So that was a stolen base. Durham tried to cut the throw off, but the throw to the plate was too high. There's a swing and a miss for strike 3, and the inning is now over. So a couple of strikeouts for Alec Brown, but a tough start for Durham College. The end of 1 inning. St. Clair leading Durham by a score of 4-0. Welcome back to Kinsman Stadium in Oshawa. Brian Oliver bringing you the OCAA Men's Baseball Championship 2018 presented by Bel Air Direct. We go to the second inning. The Durham College Lords trailing the St. Clair Saints by a score of 4-0. St. Clair with 4 runs in their half of the first inning. A couple of hits. There was an error. There were a couple of hit batters and a walk. And the Lords find themselves down by 4 after the first inning. Sam Cocker will come to the plate to lead things off for Durham College here in the second inning. He is the catcher, wearing jersey number 13. Durham College in the green jerseys, St. Clair in the white jerseys. A relatively mild day here in Oshawa, but clouding up. We are expecting windier conditions as the day goes on. The temperature, though, still expected to stay above 10 degrees, so pretty good conditions for baseball in the month of October. Miguel Cienfuegos is the pitcher, the left-hander for the St. Clair Saints, and his first pitch to Cocker misses for ball 1. Cocker hit .327 in the regular season for the Lords. That pitch is high, ball 2. Led the team with doubles with 6. Also had a triple. Count is 2-0 to Cocker. He skies that one, and it's coming to the right side. The catcher giving chase, and the batter is out as the first baseman trying to field it incidentally collided with Alec Brown, who's the next batter for Durham College. A complete accident there. The first baseman is down and injured on the play, but the ruling on that is that the batter is out because of interference. So Cocker is out on a foul out. 1 away, and Alec Brown will be the next batter, but we're going to wait and see how Brendan Renault is doing, the first baseman for St. Clair, and it looks like he is going to come off the field. He was looking up to try and catch that foul ball. It was just inside the playing surface here at Kinsman Stadium, right in front of the Durham College dugout, but it was right near where the next batter, Alec Brown, was. He was trying to get out of the way, and he ended up colliding with the first baseman for Windsor, or for St. Clair from Windsor. So Renault has gone into the dugout, and they're taking a look at him right now. As we have a delay, we'll wait and see what happens, but in all likelihood we're going to see either medical attention for him for a few minutes before he comes back into the game, or maybe we'll have a substitution. Either case, it's an out, 1 away for Durham College here in the top of the second inning, and it's a 4-0 lead for St. Clair. So the umpires are talking with the St. Clair coaching staff right now. The St. Clair defense, the infielders are milling together, as are the outfielders. And Cienfuegos is going to have an opportunity to sort of stay loose here on the mound while we wait and see what the situation is with Brendan Renault, the first baseman for the St. Clair Saints, who has gone off the field at the moment and is by the St. Clair dugout on the third base side, getting attention from the trainer. Earlier today, the Humber Hawks were 6-2 winners over the Fanshawe Falcons. So the winner of this game will take on Humber this evening. The loser of this game will take on Fanshawe at the conclusion of this game, probably sometime around 4:30 this afternoon. So now it looks like Brendan Renault is okay. They gave him the medical attention that he needed off the field, and he's back behind first base, and we're ready to resume. So Alec Brown will now step in for Durham College. He's the Lord's pitcher this afternoon. And he takes a strike from Miguel Cienfuegos, the left-hander for St. Clair. The 0-1 pitch swung on a miss for strike two. Durham College had a couple of base runners back in the first inning on a couple of walks. And Alec Brown waves at that pitch, swings and misses for strike three. That's the second out of the ball game, or second strikeout of the ball game for Cienfuegos, and that's the second out of the inning. And that'll bring up the second baseman, number 6, Griffin Oliver, left-handed batter, a rookie for the Durham College Lords this season. And he comes up with nobody on base and 2 out. Center fielder Connor May waits on deck. Cienfuegos will deliver. His first pitch is low for a ball. Count is 1-0 to Griffin Oliver. Durham College in the green jerseys, St. Clair in the white jerseys. The 1-0 pitch is outside for ball 2. 2 balls and no strikes from the big left-hander. Cienfuegos with a couple of strikeouts and a couple of walks so far in the ball game. Count is 2-0 to Oliver. That pitch is hit up the middle. The second baseman is there to make the throw. It is bouncing away from the first baseman, and Oliver is safe at first, and the Lords have a base runner with 2 away. Not sure if that was an infield hit or if it was an error. The second baseman had to make a tough play. That was Kyle Gagnon. He threw it on the run, bounced it over to Brendan Renault, but he wasn't able to come up with it. Either way, Oliver is on first base with 2 out, and here's Connor Bain, the center fielder. Connor May, second-year player for the Lords, takes high for ball 1. St. Clair with a 4-0 lead here. We're in the top of the second inning. Durham College is the host team in this tournament, but they finish lower in the standings. And Connor May will bunt that one foul, so it's strike 1. Durham was 3rd in the regular season with a record of 11-9 in the OCAA. St. Clair was 15-5. They finished in 2nd place. So St. Clair has the higher seed and therefore the home team in this ball game. Count is 1-1 to Connor May. Oliver is the runner at first. Cienfuegos looks over and throws high. Ball 2. 2 balls and a strike. Durham College looking to try and strike back here in the second inning. They gave up 4 in the bottom of the first. St. Clair's Cienfuegos throws that in for a strike, evens the count at 2-2. Connor May, left-handed hitter, hoping to extend this inning for the Lords. Aiden Ali, the right fielder, is on deck. Griffin Oliver goes on the pitch. He goes on to second, and he's in there with the stolen base. So now the Lords with a runner at second base and 2 out. And the count is 3 balls and 2 strikes to Connor May. Let's see if he can cash in a runner here with someone in scoring position. Here's the 3-2 pitch, fouled away. We'll do it again. Connor May in a good battle here with Miguel Cienfuegos. 2 away, top of the second. Griffin Oliver is at second. Pitch is taken for strike 3, and the inning is over. 3rd strikeout for Cienfuegos. The inning is over. So at the end of an inning and a half, St. Clair leads Durham College by a score of 4-0. Welcome back to Kinsman Stadium in Oshawa. Brian Oliver here with the OCAA Men's Baseball Championship 2018, presented by Bel Air Direct. We are in the bottom of the second inning now. Just underway here in the second inning. The batter for St. Clair is Matthew Brooks. And facing now Alec Brown, the pitcher for Durham. Count. There were a couple of pitches thrown before we came back, so the count is now 3 balls and 2 strikes. I think we have a full count here. So Alec Brown will come to the plate. That's inside for ball 4. So it's a leadoff walk for Brooks. And St. Clair will turn the lineup over now to Kevin Dion, who led off the game for St. Clair, was hit by a pitch, later scored the first run of the ball game for the Saints. That was in the first inning. And Dion takes a strike for the first pitch against Alec Brown. Dion was Player of the Year in the OCAA. Had a phenomenal season, 25 hits. There he takes a strike, so it's 0-2 now from Alec Brown. Hit .368 on the season. Led his team by far with 68 at-bats. And has 90 career hits in the OCAA. He swings and misses at strike 3. And Dion is out on a strikeout. So that's the 3rd strikeout of the ball game now for Alec Brown. 1 away, runner on first here for St. Clair in the bottom of the second. Kyle Gagnon will be the batter for the Saints. He takes a strike from Alec Brown. Base runner at first is Matthew Brooks, who took a walk to lead off the inning on a 3-2 count. That ball is chopped to first. They're going to go to second for 1. Welk over to first. It's a double play, a terrific double play, turned by the defense for the Lords. Alec Brown to Brian Welk over to first base, And Brendan Dadson squeezes that. The inning is over. A quick double play and no runs across. We've played 2 innings now at Kinsman Stadium in Oshawa. St. Clair leading Durham 4-0. Welcome back to Kinsman Stadium in Oshawa. OCAA Men's Baseball 2018 Championship presented by Belair Direct. Brian Oliver here bringing you the coverage of the game between the St. Clair Saints and the Durham Lords. We are going to the 3rd inning. St. Clair leading this game by a count of 4-0. The Saints, all 4 of their runs coming in the 1st inning. But Durham College just turned a fantastic double play to end the 2nd inning for St. Clair. And now they come to the plate. In the top of the 3rd, it'll be Aiden Ali, the right fielder. Wears jersey number 4. Durham College in the green jerseys, St. Clair in the white jerseys. Both teams have green and gold as part of their color scheme. And white. The gray pants today for Durham College. So we go to the 3rd. Ali's first pitch is outside for a ball, 1-0. Miguel Cienfuegos is the pitcher for St. Clair. That pitch is at the knees for a strike. 1-1. Cienfuegos' 1-1 pitch is taken outside for a ball, 2-1. Cienfuegos not liking that call. Durham College had a couple of base runners in the 1st inning and 1 in the 2nd inning, but not able to score anyone. Ali's pitch taken for a ball, 3-1. Ali looking to turn the lineup over for Reagan Manley, the leadoff hitter. Count is 3 balls and 1 strike. That's in there for a strike, 3-2. Miguel Cienfuegos with 3 strikeouts in the ball game. He has walked a couple. Here's the payoff pitch to Aiden Ali. Swung on and missed for strike 3. It's the first out of the inning. And that'll bring up Regan Manley. He's 0 for 1 in the ball game. He struck out to lead off the game. Left fielder for the Lords. Bats from the left side. (4-0) St. Clair. We're in the 3rd inning. Manley takes a ball. The 1-0 pitch is cut on. It's flying to the left side, and it's going to drop harmlessly to the ground. Foul ball. Tyler Lansley was giving chase to it, but it was out of his reach. It did land in play. Reagan Manley from Peterborough is in his 1st year with the Lords. Led the team in batting with a .382 average and a .564 slugging percentage. Also led the team in RBIs with 11. Count is 1-1. Cienfuegos delivers. It's low. 2-1. Overcast day here in Oshawa. Cienfuegos' pitch is caught on a miss for strike 2. 2-2. We did have some sunshine in the first game between Fanshawe and Humber. Humber winning that game 6-2. Here's the 2-2 pitch to Manley. Fouled, and it'll be out of play. We'll do it again. Yeah, very overcast now. The sunshine is pretty much hidden. We're not expecting to see too much more sunshine as the day goes on. Expecting windier conditions as well. Manley lifts that one to left field, but it looks like the left fielder is under that comfortably, and he is. Patrick Kibble will make the catch for the second out of the inning. So Brian Woke will come up now for Durham College. Woke is the shortstop. He walked in the first inning, but was thrown out to end the inning when he rounded third on a fielder's choice and was tagged out by the third baseman at the end of that play. After a play out at first, the first baseman threw it down to third, and Woke was just off the bag, and St. Clair tagged him out to end the inning. So it's 0-1 now to Woke, and he takes that pitch. That was just considerably lower in the zone there, right at the knees, maybe a little bit lower. A few groans there. The count is 0-2. Here's the 0-2 pitch. It's low, and it's now a 1-2 count. The 1-2 pitch coming now from Cienfuegos is taken just outside for a ball. 2-2. Durham College trailing this game by a count of 4-0. We're in the top of the third inning. Woke will lift that down the right side, and it's out of play, or a foul ball at least, so it'll remain 2-2. The winner of this game will take on Humber Hawks tonight. The loser of this game will take on the Fanshawe Falcons at approximately 4:30. That will be an elimination game. This is a double elimination tournament. Woke will ground that to the pitcher. Cienfuegos comfortably gets it and throws it to first. The inning is over. So it's 3 up and 3 down for Durham. The end of 2.5 innings. St. Clair leading Durham by a count of 4-0. And we're back at Kinsman Stadium in Oshawa. Brian Oliver here with the OCAA Men's Baseball 2018 Championship presented by Bel Air Direct. We go to the bottom of the third inning. St. Clair Saints in the white jerseys leading Durham College Lords in green by a count of 4-0. The batter is Miguel Cienfuegos. He swings and misses at that offering from Alec Brown, his counterpart for the Lords. Count is 1-1. The Saints scored 4 runs in the first inning on a couple of hits, a couple of hit batters, and an error. Alec Brown's pitch is taken for a strike, and it's 1-2. Cienfuegos was reached on a fielder's choice and scored in the first. That one is grounded to second. Griffin Oliver is with it at second, throws it over to first, and that's the first out of the inning. So for the first time today, the Saints' first batter of an inning is retired. So that will bring up Tyler Lansley. Lansley was hit by a pitch in the first inning and scored. He fouls that one off from Alec Brown. 0-1. Lansley, big right-handed hitter. Will hit that through the hole between third and short. Base hit. And Lansley is on. That'll bring up Garrett Goddard. Goddard back in the first inning had a big play in this game, a 2-run double off the wall and right. That opened the scoring as he brought in Cienfuegos and Dion for a 2-0 lead. The Saints ended up scoring 2 more in that inning for a 4-0 lead. That pitch is going to get past Sam Cocker, the catcher. It's a wild pitch, and going down to second is Lansley. Garrett Goddard batted .280 in the regular season. One away here, runner on second for St. Clair. Alec Brown delivers a strike to even the count at a ball and a strike. Garrett Goddard from Bell River, just outside of Windsor. The 1-1 pitch fouled to the left side and out of play, and I think right out of the stadium. A lot of foul balls leave the park here at Kinsman. Not a safe place if you're coming to any of the games in the tournament to park your car. Don't park along the street if possible. That pitch is swung at it, missed, and he's out at first and then throwing down to third. The ball gets away. And St. Clair sent the runner from second. Dadson's throw down to third was too far away from Jake Legros, and a run comes in, and it's 5-0. So Goddard is out, the second out of the inning, but Lansley scores, and it's 5-0. Here's Brendan Renault. Pitch from Brown is outside for a ball. Renault tries to bunt his way on there with that pitch, but he fouls it away. Count as a ball and a strike. Renault is 1 for 1. He singled in a run back in the first. Also stole a base. The 1-1 pitch is outside. Renault was also involved in a collision with Alec Brown, the pitcher for Durham College. That ball is hit to third base. Legros has it, throws it on to first to Dadson, and that's an out at first. The inning is over. But it's a run, an unearned run for St. Clair. We've played 3 complete innings now here at Kinsman Stadium in Oshawa. St. Clair 5, Durham 0. And back at Kinsman Stadium in Oshawa, OCAA Men's Baseball Championship 2018 presented by Bel Air Direct. My name is Brian Oliver. Glad you could join us on the live stream for today's second game of the first round between the St. Clair Saints, the 5-time defending champions of this tournament, and the Durham Lords. We are going to the 4th inning now. Durham, the visiting team, though they are hosting the tournament, they are the lower seed because they were 3rd in the regular season. St. Clair finished in 2nd. So the visiting team is Durham. And the Lords have a fair bit of work to do here as we reach the middle stages of this game. St. Clair with a 5-0 lead, 4 runs in the first, and 1 just moments ago in the 3rd inning for a 5-0 lead. Brendan Dadson will lead things off for the Lords. He chops that one foul to the right side. Dadson walked back in the 1st inning. The Lords officially still looking for their first hit of the ball game right now. They have had they've had 3 base runners. That one is a broken bat. Dadson flings his bat away in frustration as it went right back to Miguel Cienfuegos, the pitcher, and it was an easy out, and he nods and thinking that was an easier out, easier than he might have expected, but that bat just cracked on Dadson and lost all of its power, the ball did. So 1 away, and it's Jake LeGros. LeGros is 0 for 1 in the ball game. Takes a pitch for a strike. LeGros grounded out to short in the 1st inning. There's strike 2 from Miguel Cienfuegos. Ended up being an out at first that led left runners at 2nd and 3rd, but on that play when LeGros was out at first, LeGros taking a ball there, 1 and 2. The 3rd out of the inning came when St. Clair threw the ball down to 3rd base and caught Brian Woke just off of 3rd base, and they tagged him for the 3rd out of the inning. LeGros takes it low for ball 2. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Miguel Cienfuegos from Laval, Quebec, with the 2-2 pitch. Takes it outside for ball 3. 3 and 2. The Lords looking for some base runners here in the 4th inning. They trail 5-0. The payoff pitch is lifted to right field. It's dropping quickly, and it's going to be caught in right field by Garrett Goddard as that ball didn't have a lot on it, and Goddard had to run in very hard to catch that and made a good running catch for the 2nd out. So with 2 away now, Sam Cocker will now come to the plate. Swings and misses for strike 1. Cocker is 0 for 1 in the ball game. He fouled out to the right side on a strange play back in the 2nd inning when the first baseman trying to catch a foul pop-up collided with in the on-deck circle with the Lords' next batter, and it was ruled interference, so Cocker was ruled out on the play. 1 and 1. Cienfuegos misses. 2 and 1. Cienfuegos has retired 6 in a row here. Has yet to give up a hit. With 2 out here in the 4th inning. Cocker takes low. 3 and 1. If he can reach, Alec Brown would be the next hitter for the Lords. He waits in the on-deck circle. Count is 3 and 1. Cienfuegos is very high with that, right over the catcher. And it's a walk for Sam Cocker. And here comes Alec Brown, the pitcher. 0 for 1 with a strikeout in the 2nd. Fourth base runner of the game for the Lords. 3 reaching by walking, 1 reaching on an error. 2 away here for the Lords, top of the 4th. Alec Brown will foul that one off to the right side behind us here, to the right on the first base side. 0-1. The offering to Brown, cut on a missed for strike 2. No balls and 2 strikes to Alec Brown. 5-0 ball game in favor of the Saints here. Opening game for each team here in the OCAA Men's Baseball Championship. That pitch from Cienfuegos is quite high. Ball 1. Sam Cocker is the runner at first for the Lords. Brown hits that to third. Charging on it is Tyler Lansley. He throws it to first. It bounces in the dirt, and a terrific scoop by Brendan Renault to get the out. That was a difficult play by Renault, and he made a good play just to keep it in front of him, but he caught it, and it's the 3rd out. So we've played now 3.5 innings here at Kinsman Stadium. 5-0 the score in favor of St. Clair. And we're back at Kinsman Stadium in Oshawa, going to the bottom of the 4th inning now. St. Clair leading this ball game against Durham by a count of 5-0. St. Clair with 4 runs in the first, 1 in the 3rd to take the lead in this ball game. New pitcher in the ball game for Durham is number 2, Jason Krause. He comes on in relief of Alec Brown, who went the first 3 innings. And Krause will, of course, pitch from the right side, so that changes things a little bit for the Saints at the plate as they now face a righty. Darian Gray is the leadoff hitter for the Saints here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Count is a ball and a strike. Gray is 0 for 1 in the ball game with a strikeout back in the 1st. Takes it low from Krause, and it's a 2-1 count. That ball is lifted to the right side. Giving chase is Brendan Dadson on the right side, but it's out of play and falls as a strike or a foul ball. So it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now to Darian Gray, the center fielder for the Saints. That ball is grounded to second. Griffin Oliver is with it at second, throws it to first. Dadson's got it for the out. 1 away. That'll bring up Patrick Kibble, number 7. He's also 0 for 1 in the ball game. He struck out to end the 1st inning. A 4-run first inning for the Saints. left fielder, takes a look at ball one from Jason Krause. The Lords in the green jerseys. Krause's delivery is low, 2-0. 2-0 pitch is taken for a strike, 2-1. Again, these teams split the 4 games in the regular season. Krause's pitch is inside to make it 3-1. The teams opened the regular season back on September the 8th in Windsor. Krause's pitch is taken at the knees for strike 2. St. Clair didn't like that call. The count is full. Krause's 3-2 pitch swung on and missed for strike 3. So 2 away. And that'll bring up Matthew Brooks. He's the catcher for the Saints. He walked in his only plate appearance of the game, back to lead off the second inning. He'll take a ball from Jason Krause. 2 away here, bottom of the 4th inning. Saints 5, Lords no score. There's a strike. 1 ball and 1 strike. The 1-1 pitch is low for ball 2. 2-1. Back in that opening doubleheader back in September, the Lords won the first game in Windsor 7-1 before the Saints bounced back in game 2 with the same 7-1 result in favor of St. Clair. A couple weeks later, they played right here at Kinsman Stadium. Durham won the first game 2-1, and St. Clair won the second game 11-1. So Brooks will take a 2-out walk. That turns the lineup over for Kevin Dion. Dion is 0 for 1 in the ball game. He struck out. He was hit by a pitch to lead off the game, later scored in that 4-run St. Clair first inning. Krause misses the first pitch, ball 1. Brooks at first base did not have a stolen base in the regular season. Takes a short lead at first. Krause's pitch is in there for a strike, 1-1. Again, 2 out here. Bottom of the 4th. And the Saints with a 5-0 lead. Jason Krause on the mound for Durham now. We'll check the runner back to first. Krause coming on in relief of Alec Brown, who started this game and went 3 innings. The 1-1 pitch to Kevin Dion is high. 2 balls and a strike. Lords would like to get back on the offense here. Keep this as a 5-run game. That pitch is low and in the dirt. Good block by Cocker to keep that from going past him. But the count is now 3 balls and a strike, so advantage to Kevin Dion here. 25 hits in the regular season. And he looks at ball 4. So that will move Matthew Brooks down to second base. Dion now at first. 2 away, and the batter will be Kyle Gagnon. Gagnon with some power. Bats on the right side. Takes strike 1, just above the belt. Saints threatening here in the 4th inning, looking to extend a 5-0 lead over Durham here at Kinsman Stadium in Oshawa. Second pitch is in there for a strike. It again, about as low as you can go in the zone there. Count is 0-2. Pitch is wide or outside for a ball. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Jason Krause quickly got 2 outs here in this inning with a ground out and a strikeout. And there's a swing and a miss for strike 3. The inning is over. So he gets a couple of strikeouts, and the Lords keep it a 5-run game. 4 innings in the books here in Oshawa. St. Clair 5, Durham no score. And we're back at Kinsman Stadium in Oshawa for the OCAA Men's Baseball 2018 Championship presented by Bel Air Direct. My name is Brian Oliver. Glad you could join us here on the live stream for today's second game of the first round between the St. Clair Saints in the white jerseys and the Durham Lords in the green jerseys. We are going to the 5th inning now. St. Clair with a 5-0 lead on the strength of 4 runs in the first inning and a single run in the third. The Lords still looking for their first hit of the game. They have had 4 base runners, 3 on walks, and also 1 runner who reached on base on an error, and that is the same batter coming up now, number 6, Griffin Oliver, the second baseman. He reached on an error in the second inning, stole a base, but the Lords weren't able to advance him from there. Oliver takes the first pitch high for a ball. Miguel Cienfuegos still on the mound for the Saints. The 1-0 pitch is swung on a miss for strike 1. Oliver in the regular season with a .352 batting average was second on the team in terms of batting average, or sorry, correction, third on the team. Oliver takes for ball 2, 2-1. 2 balls and a strike to the second baseman. That pitch is low. 3 balls and 1 strike to Griffin Oliver. The Lords certainly looking for base runners to try and claw their way back into this game. We are in the top of the 5th inning. The 3-1 from Cienfuegos is fouled and moves the count to 3-2. Here's the 3-2 pitch to Oliver. Fouled away. And we'll do it again. Cienfuegos has given up 3 walks in this game, with no hits to this point. And that ball is there for a hit right up the middle. Griffin Oliver is an early base runner here for the Lords here in the 5th inning. So that's the first hit for the Lords, and that'll bring up Connor May. The the center fielder, wearing jersey number 20. And Oliver on at first base. Cienfuegos, the left-hander. We'll probably keep an eye on Oliver there at first. May takes a pitch low for ball 1. Connor May batted .294 in the regular season. A couple of doubles. And he takes high for ball 2. 2 balls and no strikes. We are in the top of the 5th inning here. The Durham Lords looking to get back into it. It's a 5-0 lead for St. Clair. St. Clair finishing second in the regular season with a 15-5 mark. But they were 2-2 against Durham in the 4 games they played against each other in the regular season. The 2-0 to Connor May is inside for ball 3. 3 balls, no strikes. Connor May is 0 for 1 in the ball game. Struck out looking to end the 2nd inning. May takes a pitch for strike, 3-1. Griffin Oliver is the base runner at first. Takes his lead. May swings and misses at strike 2. So Cienfuegos has battled his way back here. Fell behind 3-0. Now it's a 3-2 count. Connor May, the left-handed hitter, in there now. See what he does with this one. Pitch is taken for strike 3. Connor May is out on strikes looking for the 2nd time. That is the 5th strikeout of the ball game for Miguel Cienfuegos. That'll bring up Aiden Ali. He's the right fielder for the Lords. Wears jersey number 4. Strong right-handed hitter. 1 away here, top of the 5th. The Lords are the base runner at first. Oliver goes with a pitch. Throw down to second, and Oliver is in there with a stolen base. That's his 2nd stolen base of the ball game. Never easy to steal off of a left-hander. So runner in scoring position now with 1 out. Ali swings and misses. There's a strike. Count is 1 ball, 1 strike. Cienfuegos looks back at the runner. Delivers. That's taken for a strike. Count is 1-2. Saints with a 5-0 lead here. We are in the top of the 5th inning. The Lords trying to get back into the ball game. Ali swings, checks the swing, but he is out. Strike 3. That's 6 strikeouts now for Cienfuegos. And it's the 2nd out of the inning. And that will bring up Regan Manley. Regan Manley is 0 for 2 in the ball game, with a strikeout in the 1st and flied out to left field back in the 3rd. Lords with a runner in scoring position, the form of Griffin Oliver at 2nd base. Regan Manley takes ball 1. Cienfuegos, the starting pitcher for the Saints, looking to close things out here in the 5th. Manley swings and misses. Strike 1. Regan Manley from Peterborough led the team in hitting this year with a .382 average. And he takes a strike there from Cienfuegos. The count is 1-2. Griffin Oliver standing at 2nd base, hopeful of a chance to advance with Reagan Manley here at the plate. Here's the 1-2 pitch that is chopped to first, and it is fielded by Brendan Renault, and he makes the out. And that's the end of the inning. So the Lords strand a base runner at second. We've played 4.5 innings here at Kinsman Stadium in Oshawa. Durham trailing St. Clair by a score of 5-0. Back at Kinsman Stadium in Oshawa, Brian Oliver here with the coverage of the OCAA Men's Baseball 2018 Championship presented by Bel Air Direct. We are going to the bottom of the 5th inning now between St. Clair and Durham. This is the opening match for each of these teams. It's the number 3 seed Durham against the number 2 seed St. Clair. It's a 5-0 lead for St. Clair as we go to the bottom of the 5th inning. 4 runs in the first for St. Clair, and then 1 run in the 3rd inning to build up the 5-0 lead. Miguel Cienfuegos will drop a bunt on the first pitch. Legros will throw it down to first to try and get him, but it's an infield, it's a bunt single for Cienfuegos, and he is now 1 for 3 in the ball game, but it's a leadoff runner for the Saints. Legros he fielded that bare hand and threw it away at first base, but it was covered nicely by the defense to make sure that the runner just stayed at first base. So a runner at first, nobody out here, bottom of the 5th inning. St. Clair looking to add to a 5-0 lead. That ball is hit to second. Welk to Oliver at second, over to first. Dadson, and that is a double play. 6-4-3, and there are 2 out. That was a tailor-made double play ball there for the Lords, and that erases the base runner. Nobody on now with 2 out. That was Lansley who grounded into that double play. Tyler Lansley, that is. Garrett Goddard is now the batter, the left-handed hitter for the Saints. He is 1 for 2 in the ball game. Doubled home a couple of runs back in the 1st inning. That's still standing as the lead scoring play in this game. This time he's lifting it to left field. Tough play behind short and in front of left, but left fielder catches it, and that is Reagan Manley. So Reagan Manley makes the 3rd out of the inning, and it's a very quick one for the Saints. We've played 5 now here at Kinsman Stadium in Oshawa. St. Clair 5, Durham no score. Back at Kinsman Stadium in Oshawa for the OCAA Men's Baseball Championship presented by Bel Air Direct. Brian Oliver here at the stadium as we move to the 6th inning now between Durham and St. Clair, opening match for each of these teams. 5-0 is the score in favor of the Saints. 4 runs in the first, 1 in the third. Temperature here in Oshawa now has started to drop off just a bit. We climbed up to 14. It's dropped off a degree in the last bit. And conditions very overcast, but still very decent for October baseball. We are expecting the winds to pick up later on this afternoon, and there is a chance of showers tonight, but hopefully that holds off until the conclusion of all the games. Miguel Cienfuegos, the pitcher for St. Clair, will continue here in the 6th inning. His first pitch to Brian Woke, the leadoff hitter for the Lords, is in the dirt and back to the screen. Woke is 0 for 1 in this game, grounded to the pitcher, but he walked back in the first. 1-0 pitch is in there. Just 1 hit in the ball game so far for the Lords. They need some base runners. They want to try and climb back into this game with a 5-0 deficit. Woke takes it high for ball 2. It'll be the 2, 3, and 4 hitters here for the Lords. Brian Woke, Brendan Dadson, and Jake LeGros. Woke takes that pitch low for a 3-1 count now. Hopeful of getting on base any way he can. The 3-1 pitch is in there at the knees for strike 2, full count. Miguel Cienfuegos with 6 strikeouts in the ball game. He has walked 3. 3-2 pitch is hammered foul to the right side, so it'll remain full count. Brian Woke, the shortstop for the Lords. We'll try it again here. That pitch is lifted and skied behind the plate. The catcher trying to get under it and not able to make the catch was Matthew Brooks. And Matthew Brooks tried to make that catch, but the wind pushing it around a little bit on him, and he was not able to come up with it. So Woke gets another life. So 3-2 count again. Here's Cienfuegos with his pitch, and it is outside for ball 4. So Woke manages to stay alive on that drop pop, and now he's on base with a walk to lead off this inning. So here's Brendan Dadson, OCAA All-Star this year from Bowmanville, 3rd-year player. Dadson is 0 for 1 in the game. Also with a walk and a ground out to the pitcher. Dadson takes ball 1. Brian Woke at first base. He had 6 stolen bases on the season. Lords here need some base runners. Put some kind of threat together. Dadson takes a strike. Cienfuegos, again, has just given up the single hit that came back in the 5th inning. Dadson hoping to be the 2nd hitter of the game for the Lords. The 1-1 pitch is outside for a ball, 2-1. Dadson with a .457 on-base percentage this year to lead the team for the Lords. The 2-1 pitch is high, ball 3. Jake LeGros, the 3rd baseman, waiting on deck for the Lords. Starting to see some activity now in the St. Clair bullpen. We are getting into the later stages of this game now in the 6th inning, scheduled for 7. But Cienfuegos has gone all the way so far for the Saints. It's a 3-1 count to Dadson, and that's in there for a strike, so it's 3-2. It's a left-hander warming up in the bullpen for the Saints right now. See what happens here with Dadson. Nobody out, runner at first. Dadson takes strike 3. That pitch just buckled him at the knees. Was not able to pull the trigger. 7 strikeouts now for Miguel Cienfuegos. And so it'll be Jake LeGros now. He's 0 for 2 in the ball game. Grounded to short, flied out to right. One away here, top of the 6th inning. Lords trailing St. Clair 5-0. LeGros checks his swing, but he went around, and it's 0-1. Jake LeGros from Whitby. Big right-handed hitter. And they will check Woke back to first. Brian Woke is in there standing up. He led off this inning with a walk. The Lords with 4 walks in the ball game. Woke goes with this pitch this time, and he is in there with a stolen base. But it's an 0-2 count to Jake LeGros. So once again, the Lords have a runner in scoring position. This is the 4th time in the ball game they've had a runner at second. Jake LeGros now with an 0-2 count against Miguel Cienfuegos. Takes it outside, 1-2. The catcher, Sam Cocker, awaits on deck. Durham College's dugout on the right side of your screen, on the first base side. It'll be a 1-2 from Cienfuegos. It's low. Very close, but low. Ball 2. 2-2. Brian Woke is the base runner for the Lords at second base. Reached on a walk to start this inning. One away here, top of the 6th. And that LeGros is swings and misses that pitch for strike 3. Cienfuegos having a heck of a game for St. Clair. 8 strikeouts now in the ball game. 8 strikeouts against 4 walks. So the Lords still have a runner at second now, but 2 away. And Sam Cocker is the batter. That ball is grounded to short. That ball is caught at first base by Renault. Good play there by Kevin Dion at short, and a good scoop at first by Renault to end the inning. So once again, the Lords strand a base runner. We've played 5.5 innings now at Kinsman Stadium in Oshawa. St. Clair 5, Durham, no score. And we're back at Kinsman Stadium in Oshawa. Brian Oliver here with the OCAA Men's Baseball Championship 2018 presented by Clair Direct. We go to the bottom of the sixth inning now. The St. Clair Saints with a 5-0 lead over the Durham Lords. Jason Krause is the pitcher now for the Lords. He now begins his third inning of action here in this game. Came on in relief of Alec Brown back in the fourth. That pitch is swung on and missed for strike two to Brendan Renault, the batter for St. Clair. Renault, the first baseman for the Saints, is 1 for 2 in the ball game with a single and a ground out. Count is 0-2. That ball is lifted to right center and is going to drop between Connor May and Aiden Ali, and they take their time, unfortunately, getting to the ball, and Brendan Renault takes advantage of it and goes all the way to second. Don't know if that was a miscommunication in outfield there, but it's a hit, and it looks like a double for Brendan Renault. So that's a leadoff double for the Saints. They already lead this game 5-0. We are in the sixth inning, and they are looking to extend this lead and make the mountain very, very high for the Lords. And they're going to check the appeal to first. And the appeal to first is unsuccessful. They were thinking perhaps the base runner missed first base. Nothing doing there. So it'll be a bunt attempt taken for a strike there by Darian Gray. Number 3 is the batter for the Saints. The center fielder for St. Clair. He's 0 for 2 in the ball game. Working here with the runner at second base, nobody out. Squares to bunt again, pops it high, and that's going to land foul. No chance for Dadson to get that one. Quickly 0-2 now. Jason Krause came into the ball game in the fourth inning for the Lords. He has given up just 2 hits so far and kept the Saints from extending their lead. Squaring to bunt again. This time he gets it down successfully. Krause will throw it to first. Sacrifice works, 1-3, and that will advance Brendan Renault all the way to third base. So it's a runner at third now with 1 out. So that's the first out of the sixth inning. And the Saints looking to extend their lead here. Good job by Gray to get that bunt down with 2 strikes. Of course, if you foul it, foul a 2-strike bunt, and if it goes foul, you're out. So he did a good job of keeping that ball in play, and there was really no other option that Jason Krause had but to go to first for the out. So it's 1 out, and it's Patrick Kibble now, the batter for the Saints. He's 0 for 2 in the ball game with a couple of strikeouts swinging. One against Alec Brown and the other against Jason Krause. Runner at third, 1 out. Here's the 0-1 pitch. That is bunted, and that is going to go foul. Just foul. As Renault, a very fast runner from third, was coming all the way on that one. And the Lords fortunate that that one went foul. So the count now, no balls and 2 strikes to Patrick Kibble. 1 away here in the St. Clair sixth inning. We're in the bottom of the sixth inning. St. Clair with a 5-0 lead. Infield is in for the Lords. That ball is hit to second. Griffin Oliver tries to come up with it, and it bounces away from him, and he's not able to come home. And that will score a run. It was just hit too hard. It bounced away from him, and he had to throw over to first for the out. So that cashes in the 6th run of the game for the Saints. It's a 6-0 game. The only way to make a play at home in that would have been to come up with the ball clean right off the grass, and sometimes those balls bounce very, very hard. That one was Oliver not able to come up with it. So 2 out now, and a run in. It's a 6-0 game. Kraus fires a strike to Matthew Brooks. Matthew Brooks in this game has walked twice in his 2 plate appearances. Kraus will fire that in, swung on a miss for strike 2. Count is 1-2 to Matthew Brooks. Kraus delivers, taken for a ball, 2-2. The Saints in this game have 5 hits, 6 runs on 5 hits. That ball is hit to short. Wark has to charge it, comes up with it and throws it onto first, and the inning is over. Great play there by Brian Woke to end the inning. But a run is across for the Saints. We've played 6 complete innings here now, going to the 7th. Durham College Lords with their final chance in a 6-0 ball game. St. Clair 6, Durham no score. And we're back at Kinsman Stadium in Oshawa as we go to the 7th and final inning now in this first game for each team, St. Clair Saints and the Durham Lords. It's a 6-0 lead for St. Clair, and Durham College Lords will need to get a lot of base runners here if they have any hope of climbing back into this ball game. 4 runs in the first for the Saints, 1 in the 3rd, and then 1 just moments ago in the 6th inning. New pitcher in the ball game for the Saints is number 13, Mitchell Galt. Galt is from Tecumseh and is in his 3rd year of eligibility with the Saints. It'll be Jason Kraus, the leadoff hitter for the Saints here, or sorry, for the Lords in the 7th inning. First pitch from Galt is low. Kraus lifts that one to center field. The ball is carrying to center field, but the center fielder, Darian Gray, is there to make the catch for the first out of the inning. Kraus gave it a ride. And the wind is starting to pick up just a little bit here at Kinsman Stadium, as was in the forecast. We're expecting it to be quite windy for the remaining games on the schedule today. And that brings up Griffin Oliver, the second baseman now, who is 1 for 2 in the ball game. Reached on an error in the 2nd, stole a base, singled in the 5th and stole a base, but was unable to score. First pitch is off speed and taken for a strike. Second pitch is outside, ball 1. We are in the 7th inning. It's a 6-0 lead for the Saints. Oliver grounds that to the pitcher. Galt comes up with it and throws it to first for the out. 2 away. Just not hit hard enough to get past the pitcher. and quickly the Lords with 2 out. The loser of this game will have a very short amount of time to prepare for the next game, which would be an elimination game against the Fanshawe Falcons, scheduled for 4:30. And this game has gone very quickly to this point, so that 4:30 game, or sorry, it was scheduled for 4 o'clock the next game, probably a little bit later than 4 for a start. Connor May is the batter now for the Lords. Count as a ball and a strike to Mitchell Galt. He represents the last chance for the Lords in this game. That pitch is low, ball 2, 2-1. Connor May is 0 for 2 in the ball game. A couple of strikeouts, both looking. The 2-1 pitch is high and outside for ball 3, 3-1. Mitchell Galt on relief for Miguel Cienfuegos, who started this game, went 6 innings. Connor May swings and misses. Strike 2. So the Lords down to their last strike now. Full count pitch with 2 out is fouled. We'll do it again. Again, the loser of this game will take on Fanshawe, scheduled for 4 o'clock or slightly thereafter, in an elimination game. The winner of this game will take on the Humber Hawks tonight at 6:30. Well, there's a walk for Connor May. And that'll bring up the right fielder, Aiden Ali. Ali is 0 for 2 in the ball game with a pair of strikeouts in the 3rd and the 5th inning. Right-handed hitter steps in. And that pitch is high for ball 1. So immediately following this game, we'll have the elimination game as Ali takes a ball for a count of 2-0 now. Again, the loser of this game will take on Fanshawe at approximately 4 o'clock. The winner plays Humber around 6:30. Count is now 3-0 to Aiden Ali. Waiting on deck is Regan Manley, the left fielder for the Lords. The 3-0 pitch is in there for a strike. Taking all the way on that was Aiden Ali. Ali from Whitby. 3-1 pitch, swung on and missed for strike 2. With a 6-0 lead, the Saints are not holding Connor May on at first. He runs with a pitch. That ball is fouled to the left side. Three balls, 2 strikes, 2 out. We're in the top of the 7th. The Lords trying to stay alive in this game. Ali fouls it again. Good battle here between Mitchell Galt and Aiden Ali of the Durham Lords. Mitchell Galt will look in for the signal again from Matthew Brooks. Here's the 3-2 pitch. Lifted to left field, staying up, and it is caught in left field by Patrick Kibble to end the ball game. So the Saints post a 6-0 victory over the Durham Lords, and they will move on to play the Humber Hawks tonight at approximately 6:30. And we'll wait here for a moment to find out who the players of the game are. But by my count, it looked like the Lords only had 1 hit, perhaps 2 hits, depending on how one of the plays was scored as an error in the second inning. We'll wait and see what that turns out to be. But anyway, the St. Clair Saints were full value. They broke out early in this game with 4 runs in the first inning and really were in control from that point on, and the Lords were chasing it from the first inning going forward. Only very little scoring in the game after that. There was 1 run for the Saints in the third and 1 run in the sixth for the 6-0 count. So teams will line up. St. Clair will get a bit of time to rest before its next game against Humber this evening under the lights here at Kinsman Stadium, whereas player of the game for Durham College Lords is Griffin Oliver. He had both of the hits for the Lords. Stole a couple bases. Miguel Cienfuegos is the player of the game for St. Clair, who went 6 innings and had just a fantastic game with 8 strikeouts. And that's the way things will end here. So Durham College Lords will prepare for an elimination game now against the Fanshawe Falcons. The winner of that game will advance to play tomorrow. The loser of that game will be eliminated from the tournament. So a lot on the line coming up here in a short time at Kinsman Stadium. So please join us in we don't have an official time. We don't have an official time for that game, but we would expect it to start approximately around 4:15. So hope you can join us then. For everyone here at Kinsman Stadium in Oshawa, I'm Brian Oliver. You've been listening to the OCAA Men's Baseball Championship presented by Bel Air Direct. The final score in this ball game, St. Clair 6, Durham no score.